Assalamu alaikum. I am here for another unannounced live. See, this is how I test whether or not you're actually following and if you're getting the notifications, because if you're not, you need to turn on your notification bell. So, I am going to talk about the definition of insanity. I'm also going to talk today. I thought I'd break down. I've been getting a lot of questions about the Black Friday sale that I just promoted and information about that. And so I'm going to do something a little different today. So I see that Facebook and Instagram lets me bring people on. So as I'm talking, if you'd like to come on and ask me a question, why don't you do that? Just raise your hand on Instagram or send me a message on Facebook Live. Wa alaikum salam, Jennifer. Hello, Karen. And Shakur, wa alaikum salam. Over on Facebook, we got Ellie and Farah and Samantha and Nini. All right, I'm simul-streaming today, simulcasting. I got Instagram, I got Facebook, and so we are going to talk a little bit about what I do, how my program is designed, why it's the best thing that helps women to lose weight and balance their hormones. So let's jump right into it. So, as you know, my name is Mubaraka Ibrahim, or maybe you don't know. My name is Mubaraka Ibrahim. Nice to meet you. I am now your health and happiness coach. So, wa alaikum salam, and now from Riyadh. So, my name is Mubaraka Ibrahim. Oh, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu from Australia. Meme collection. I love it. This is what I love about the internet, is that it makes us all close. It just brings everybody from all around the world together. All right. So, where was I? I was telling you who I was. All right. So now you know who I was. What do I do? So I am on a mission to make the world a healthier, happier place by helping women show up as their best selves. And I do that through several ways, but one of the main ways that I'm probably most well known in doing that is by helping women to lose weight and balance their hormones, because that is just one component or one thing that can actually improve somebody's life and their lifestyle. I function on a philosophy that physical, mental, and spiritual well-being is intertwined, and the weakness of one weakens them all, and the strengthening of one strengthens them all. Well, if you believe that, then why don't you give me some hearts or some likes to let me know that you are a part of my tribe and we understand what our goal and our concept is when we talk about healthy eating, when we talk about movement, when we talk about healthy habits. This is our goal, because physical, mental, and spiritual well-being is intertwined. No matter what building you choose to worship in, we all have the same goal: to live a happier, healthier life, right? Well, I rephrased that because when I was a guest on the Oprah Winfrey Show, I actually said to her that no matter what building you choose to worship in, all women want to know the same thing: how do you get rid of cellulite? And that's true too. So one of the things that I always clarify is I come from a position of our body is a gift from God. It is a vehicle. Like if somebody decided to pull up in front of your house and give you a Mercedes-Benz or a Lexus or a BMW, it is a vehicle. It is a gift that you're given to achieve a purpose, right? And our purpose is to worship Him. Our purpose is to be grateful. And so we must care for that gift, right? Sort of like when somebody gives you that brand new car, you want to make sure you keep the oil change. You want to make sure you keep air in the tires. You want to make sure that you're taking it to get checked up every so often, because this is the way we care for things that we know needs that we know that we're going to need. And we have to treat our body the same way. So no matter who or what you decide that is your spiritual connection, understanding that this is a vehicle for us is an important part of being in my tribe. So maybe this is a tribe a tribe live. Watching this will let you know whether or not you are in the right place and if you are a part of my tribe. So one of the other things, so the first thing that you will find that I am constantly talking to people about, talking to you about, is the necessity of you reducing sugar inside of your diet. As people who live in, I'm not even going to say in America, because this is a worldwide problem. Anybody that lives in a mostly first world countries, be honest, third world countries don't seem to have the problems we have when it comes to eating all this sugar. So the first thing is what is the first step of reducing? The first step is for you to reduce added sugars. What does that mean? That means that look at the ingredients in everything you have in your cabinet, right? If it has sugar in it, find an alternative or eliminate it. And when I say look at everything, I mean look at everything, because things that you would think that isn't added sugar, right? I have this conversation with clients all the time. They're like, well, I eat relatively healthy. I don't eat cookies. I don't eat candy. So I don't think that, I have a sugar addiction. But when you look at the sauces that they put on their food, when you look at the things that they drink, orange juice, by the way, all fruit juice, it's a healthy person's soda. Fruit juices are the most useless calorie consumption that there is. I was so happy the other day when I opened up my Facebook and one of my Facebook friends told me that she's been sharing my post with her husband, and he eliminated he just eliminated juice. Didn't change anything else about his diet. He just stopped drinking juice for a month and lost 7 pounds. He got on the scale, thought the scale was wrong, just by eliminating juice. So even if you don't drink soda, which is even worse, right? Because soda is high fructose corn syrup, right? Juice is sugar, but it's natural sugar. Natural sugar and high fructose corn syrup, they affect your insulin level the same way. So one of my philosophies, which I am always going to remind you, is that there's no such thing as healthy sugar. It does not exist. If you need to reduce sugar for the effect that it is having on your body, a natural sugar, whether you go in the backyard and cut down a sugar cane and start sucking on it, is going to have the same effect on your insulin level as if you had a soda or a candy bar made with high fructose corn syrup. Sugar is a chemical construction. It will have the same chemical reaction in your body. When I was in college, I remember my exercise and nutrition professor, he used to always say that food is just a delicious way to create chemical experiments in our body. That nature knew that we wasn't going to go eat wood chips, so it needs carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamin A, vitamin C, electrolytes. So it put it in things that would appeal to our taste buds so that we would eat them, right? So this was a simplistic way of him breaking down how the chemical makeup of the food is what our body is in need of, not necessarily the food itself, okay? So reduce sugar. How do you reduce sugar? The best way for you to reduce sugar is start to eliminate everything with added sugar first, right? So that's your first step. Because sometimes I feel like people, they jump to step 5 and then they fail and then they're like, oh, I can't do that. It's because you skipped 4 steps before that, right? You can't put up stilts and then put a roof on it and think it's going to weather the storm. Part of making a house is you got to make the foundation, and then you got to make the walls, and then you put the roof on. People want to go straight to the roof. So let's come back to the foundation. Eliminating added sugars is your first step. Where are you going to find added sugars? Not just the obvious place like cakes and cookies and soda and juice, but look at the places that are a little less obvious, like ketchup, like pasta sauce that you buy inside of a jar, like salad dressings, like sweet and sour sauce, or all of these sauces and things that you put on food, they're made to taste better by adding sugar to them. So I would recommend that you do things like, instead of, while you're trying to break a sugar addiction or reduce the amount of sugar, instead of putting barbecue sauce on your chicken, use a variety of spices, right? Spices are sugar-free. They make your food taste delicious. Use those things and still make sure that you are enjoying your food while you are eliminating sugar, okay? So that's number one, eliminated added sugars. My second suggestion is to eliminate sugars in foods that are full of sugar. Because if you are addicted to sugar, your body does not care if the sugar actually comes from a piece of fruit or a candy bar. Again, sugar is a chemical makeup. So when you are trying to reduce the sugar inside of your diet, when you're trying to break your sugar addiction, you have to think of every component in which that components of sugar can get into your body. So that is going to include, so first, reduce added sugar or eliminate added sugar. Second, reduce natural sugars, right? So those are the first two things that I recommend to people. Second thing that I'm going to say is, so what we're going to do today, because I could talk all day about health and nutrition and physiology and all that kind of stuff. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you kind of 4 or 5 things that you can do to start immediately in kickstarting a healthy lifestyle. So we did 1, reduce added sugar. Go in your cabinet, take out all the stuff that got added sugar in it. Number 2, reduce your quote unquote natural sugars, right? Bananas have the highest form of sugar inside of a fruit, right? 1 banana is the same amount of sugar that is in 2 teaspoons if you took 2 teaspoons of sugar out the bag, right? Those kind of things. Not that if you're not on my program and you just want to start somewhere, not that you can never ever have a banana again, but if that's something that you're eating on a daily basis, because I find that people will be like, well, I need the potassium. No, that's not a good reason to eat a banana every day with all the sugar. If you're reducing sugar, you can get potassium from an avocado, which has more sugar than a banana. You can actually also get potassium from coconut water, which actually has less sugar than a banana. So avocado, less sugar, more potassium. Coconut water, less sugar, more potassium. So if potassium is your goal, you have other options. Reduce the sugar in your diet. The second thing that I think that is really essential for people to do is make sure that you are staying hydrated. And this sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but water, 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 right? Doesn't matter how much vitamins you take, how healthy that you eat. If you are dehydrated, the nutrients aren't actually getting into your cell. Water is literally the super highway for your vitamins and minerals. It's what keeps not just your blood hydrated, it keeps your muscles hydrated, it keeps your organs hydrated. So research shows that when you are as much as 10% dehydrated, that means that you are feeling thirsty. So your goal with hydration is to prevent the feeling of thirst, because thirst is your body's signal of saying, hey, I need hydration. You want to make sure you stay hydrated. Half your body weight in ounces every day at minimum. So what that means is take your body weight in pounds. You weigh, say, 200 pounds. How many ounces is that? That's 100 ounces of water every single day that you should be taking in. And that is before you exercise, before hot weather. You add to it if you're going to be sweating a lot, if it's hot outside, if you're going to be doing super hard workouts, you add to it. At baseline, even if you decide to Netflix and chill all day, you need to be drinking half your body weight in ounces of water every single day. So hydration is going to be your third tip. Your fourth tip is to make sure you move on a daily basis. Now, I would love for this to be the first thing that people do. But most people are not going to do this first. They just want the easiest thing. And I will admit, getting up and making yourself move when you don't have a habit, it takes more willpower. In the beginning, it takes more effort, but the effort is completely worth it. When we look at people in developing healthy habits, and what are the things that help people develop healthy habits? So we're talking about developing a lifestyle. We're not talking about just losing 10 pounds or 20 pounds or getting, a nicer butt or flatter abs or whatever you do, your goal is in the gym. We're talking about who are the people that actually develop overall healthy habits. People who do intentional movement every day, because movement is a snowball habit. What does that mean? That means that running a 5K is more likely to get you to eat healthy, but eating a pot of greens is not going to make you want to run a 5K. You get that? So when they look at people who not even just with exercise and eating. So there's one research study where they had smokers, right? They had two groups of smokers. They told one group, they gave them no instructions. We just want to know how many cigarettes you smoke a day. Now we're going to call you back in 12 weeks and we're going to ask you how many cigarettes you smoke a day. All right. Second group, we want to know how many cigarettes you smoke a day now. Now for the next 12 weeks, we want you to walk for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, and then come back, right? When the two groups came back, the group who actually started moving, they reduced naturally, meaning the researchers didn't tell them to reduce their cigarettes. They naturally reduced the amount of cigarettes that they were eating, they were smoking. They started drinking more water. They started eating more healthy. So all of these things happened once they started moving. So that is an example of how movement makes you feel good enough to incorporate other healthy habits into your life. All right. So the last simple tip that I'm going to give you is sleep. Sleep is a health habit. It is absolutely essential. When you are sleeping and when you are getting sufficient sleep, your brain detoxifies itself. Your body goes into, your insulin level drops as long as you're not eating late night snacks. That's a whole nother live. And your body starts to increase autophagy, which is the cellular detox and restoration. For people who don't do intermittent fasting, like intermittent fasting accelerates this process, but on a natural basis, that is what our sleep cycle is doing for our body. It is helping our body to detoxify, restore itself. So when you don't get enough sleep, we know that people who are sleep deprived are more likely to develop diabetes, more likely to be overweight, more likely to have memory problems. All of these things. Sleep is a health habit. It is not cute for you to say, I only got 3 hours of sleep last night. I only got 4 hours of sleep. Get your sleep, sis. Your sleep is more than beauty's, and it also makes you cuter, It is beauty sleep. So sleep is a very important health habit. So those are 5 things that you can get started right now. And I want you to do them so that you can be ready to join my program and you can be ready to go all in. So here's the great news, right? The great news is today we launched the only time a year that I ever offer a discount on my program. which is the 40-day Burn Belly Fat Challenge. So I want to explain all the details to you. My 40-day Burn Belly Fat Challenge is the most popular program that I run. It is a group coaching program. You get a complete menu and meal plan, recipes, a workout calendar, a workout program with videos to go along with it. You also join our awesome community. We have a WhatsApp group if that's your thing. We have a private Facebook group if that's your thing. You can choose to engage either way. And once a week during the challenge, I coach you live every single week. We have a Zoom and we do live coaching every week to help you through the entire process. Now, this challenge goes for $197. Sometimes I offer a discount for $97. And that's pretty good for 6 weeks of actual coaching, right? This is my group prices. But for the Black Friday sale, we are doing 2 challenges for the price of 1. You can actually join now and you will participate in 2 6-week challenges for only $97. That's really important for you to know that you're not just getting 6 weeks, you're actually getting 12 weeks of coaching. But I'm going to tell you a couple of the side notes because I want you to really understand what you're getting yourself into. You are committing to me for the next 4 months, not 3 months, 4 months, because the challenge technically will start in January, but you get immediate access to all of your stuff. So if you want to start now, you can start now. Right after you register, you can go to MR40, the number 40, method.com, right? MR40method.com. You can sign up. When you sign up, you immediately get access to everything. The actual challenges don't start until January, and then the next one is the next 6 weeks, which is February the 21st. And they have specific start and stop days because I give $500 to the woman that loses the greatest percentage of her starting body weight. So at the end of the 40 days, you actually weigh in. There's a weigh in and there's a weigh out process that you fill out a form, you take a picture of the scale, so that we can verify that the weight is correct and it is current. And the one who loses the greatest percentage of her overall body weight, I literally send you $500. Well, I can't send it to you cash anymore. It's done through PayPal, but you still get your money. Now, what do you do between now and January? Well, during December, I'm going to throw in as a bonus some special mindset and goal setting live coaching. So inside of our group, you're going to get access to our live coaching Zooms where we're going to go over how do you actually set healthy goals, how do you stay motivated, what are the things that you need to do in changing the way that you look at your health and wellness journey so you can go through the process, not just with a goal in mind, but actually loving the process and your body along the way. So we have our first my mindset and goal setting coaching on December 1st, right? I think that's a Tuesday. We're going to do 4 sessions. So twice a week, 4 sessions. Then we start our challenge on January the 3rd. Between that time, I need you to understand all of the components of the program. When you go inside of your membership site, you have over a dozen modules and I break everything down. This is the nutrition. So you're not just getting a PDF with recipes in it. I'm going to break it down. This is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. This is the process that this is the shift that is going to happen in your body. This is how we are going to take advantage of that shift. This is how we're going to balance your hormones. This is how you do the exercises. This is why you do the exercises. So it's really more, I like to think of myself as more as an educator than a trainer or a coach. Because when you don't understand why you're doing something, you are more likely to slip back into not being able to do it, right? Or not being able to sustain it. So it's super important that you understand that. You can go to mr40method.com and you can register now. Registration actually opened at midnight, and registration will be open until the end of Cyber Monday. So we are opening it early. It's going to go all the way through Black Friday. And then on Monday the 30th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the cart is going to close. There is no more registrations actually until the end of the year after that. We are doing no more of this. So this is the last time for you to get in, number one, before the end of the year, to get the free coaching that goes along with it. And it's also the last time for you to get in before the price goes up. 2021, price is going up, adding a few extra dings and bells to the program. The coaching and the people and the women in it is already awesome. So we just have to add a little dings and bell to it. So I'm going to do 5 questions, all right? Do people with health conditions qualify? It depends on what your health condition. Type 1 diabetes, no, I do not recommend people with type 1 diabetes do my program. Hashimoto's, yes, people with Hashimoto's can join the program. Is this the same challenge as the 40 days? Yes, the normal 40-day challenge, which is super popular. We're actually doing the Black Friday sale on that. And if you've joined before and you can rejoin it. Most people do multiple challenges just so that they can get the live coaching and they can get the support in the community. They can get the things that the women share and the support and the encouragement. So most people do multiple challenges. So it's a 40-day commitment, which is about 6 weeks, right? 6-week commitment. At the end, you weigh out. And I recommend for my program that you do it in 40-day commitments, right? And after day 40, you have about a week between the challenges, right? Have a flex day if you want, but stay focused. And then we start back a week later to do the next challenge. Do you have any other programs with type 1 diabetics? I do one-on-one coaching. So with people who have health issues, I do one-on-one coaching. It is a higher priced coaching, but you can send me a DM and I can send you some information about it. Jasmine said, I need to join because I ate enough today for 2 people. So here's the great thing about doing the challenge is that you actually redefine your relationship with food. So you don't have those cravings, you don't overeat. Like a lot of people ask me when they join the challenge, it's like, well, do I have to count calories and do all this other stuff? And I tell them, no, my issue with clients really is because your hormones actually become balanced, because the fact that you want to eat all the time, the fact that you have cravings is really a miscommunication of your hormones. When your insulin goes up, your leptin and ghrelin level is imbalanced and it makes you want to eat even when you are not hungry. So can you imagine sitting down and actually choosing your food because this is the health benefits that I need today and I'm going to choose to eat this and I'm going to enjoy this, right? And it really changes your relationship with food in a positive manner. So it's just your hormones, sis. We can get those straight. You can send a DM if you want to reach out to me. You can send a DM to my Facebook fan page or to my Instagram page. Questions. Couple more questions. Yes, thank you. I hope it is an amazing deal because I have a goal to help 1,000 women kickstart their health and wellness journey by the end of the year. And I'm hoping to reach my goal. Not 1,000. I mean, I'm only a couple hundred short so far this year. And I still got like 2 months. But because we've been rocking and rolling all year long. I mean, these ladies have been doing so awesome. The last person who won the challenge, she lost 15% of her overall body weight in 40 days. The challenge before that, we had a record of someone who lost 31 pounds in 40 days. On average, challenges lose anywhere between 9 and 12% of their body weight. So when I look at the challengers and what they're actually losing, and that's in 40 days, right? We have people who have lost 60 pounds, but they did multiple challenges and they're able to keep it off. That's another question I get. Yes, people are able to keep it off. Yes, it is okay for someone who was recently told they had high blood pressure. It is definitely okay. It would be beneficial. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be on live tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday, right? At 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I want to give y'all a heads up so you know how to catch me. But click the bell. Click the subscribe. Make sure you're getting notifications of the live. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, inshallah. Okay? mr40method.com. Or actually, we can talk later if you're in the program because you'll be inside of the group. All right? Talk to you later. Assalamu alaikum.